Okay, hi there, it's Braedan. I'm back and I'm doing another video on athletic performance and how to improve your performance. So interesting question. So, we talk about what we do, how we train to gain speed, how we train to gain endurance, how we train to gain agility, stamina, vertical jump height, whatever. But there's a lot of interplay in between all of these elements of athleticism. So sometimes by changing one, you can change the other. And specifically the topic of this video is it possible to change endurance by changing your flexibility? Okay, and there's two parts of this, because I know that there's been some research out there that kind of suggests, let's take running specifically, okay? I know that there's been some research that suggests that maybe being a little bit tighter as a runner is not such a bad thing, and the reason is because the elastic energy from your running as you do your marathon or your ultra marathon, that you're actually bouncing along on the elastic recoil of your tightness, making a more efficient running stride as opposed to using voluntary active muscle power to push you along with each step. So where that is true, there are also parts of a runner's body or a cyclist's body or a swimmer's body where we don't really want tight because it doesn't help us propel our locomotion. So just let's do a common sense thinking about this. So what if for some reason, let's say you are a triathlete, okay, and we had you compete in your tightest 1970s John Travolta style Saturday Night Fever, Jordache jeans and your tight John Travolta jacket from back in the day. Do you think you'd be more tired when you finish the race, or do you think you'd be less tired? Just think about that for a second. Would tight clothes actually slow you down? Would tight clothes wear you out? Well, of course it does, because it puts an external resistance to every motion that you do. It puts resistance in the system. So why would it be wrong to assume that tightness in your body doesn't do the same thing? So I can take a golfer who gets tired in 4 rounds. I can clean up the efficiency of their motion by freeing up different body parts, and not by doing any endurance work, but when they do a four-day tournament, they finish strong. So why is that? It's because every step they take on the golf course is easier, every swing they make on the golf course is easier. So I can do the same thing to a swimmer, I can do the same thing to a cyclist. It's different parts of the body that are key, but definitely by gaining flexibility, you can increase endurance. So I'll tell you about a record-breaking ultramarathon athlete that I had, and he's a ridiculously good runner, and he would show up at my clinic. That at that point it was in Dunbar in Vancouver, and he lived in Steveston, Richmond. So if you're not from around here, that's quite a ways away. And he would run to the appointment. He would run to see me, but he ran via Lynn Valley, which means he went all over Vancouver's lower mainland in order to come to the appointment. Well, in changing him, he was going to do his first 100-kilometer race, and he wanted me to take a look because he had a bit of a hitch in his stride. He had a bit of a funny movement when he ran, and we looked at that and we cleaned it up a little bit, but we also freed up a bunch of other things, and his training runs kept getting better and better and better throughout the 3 weeks that we worked with him before the race. And his hope was to finish the 100-kilometer race so that he could qualify for a 100-mile race in the United States. And he overshot his goal though, because he ended up winning the Harrison to Haney, and so he won the 100-kilometer race, and he said that he could run it again. He felt like he could run it again the next day. So you still got to do your workouts in order to change your physiology and give you the muscular stamina and the cardiovascular power. But at the same time, biomechanically, there's a lot you can do. Okay, hope to see you in our next set of videos. Thank you.